So I had shot this video earlier, then I'm like, you know what? I need to reshoot it. So I deleted it and now I'm reposting it, but it's brand new. How was my Valentine's Day? Well, it was spent with friends and family, and it was rewarding in the fact that I had fixed brownies, and I paid homage today to the people that work uh, or do a service to us. Like, if the Meals on Wheels guy, when he came, we had brownies waiting on him because I felt like it was rewarding to give back to the people who give to us, if that makes any sense. The mail girl brings mail, rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Gave her brownies. Gave mail to, or not mail, gave brownies to the Goodwill because we always go out there and shop, and it's just nice to be good to other people. And I hope that going forth that they pay it forward to somebody else. And it's rewarding for me because I'm learning how to cook, so I get honest results from those people. They tell me, hey, you could do a little less time, a little bit more time, and I appreciate that. Honesty is a big thing for me. Um, Went out to Wendy's, gave them some brownies, came home, baked, did a cake for Cousin Penny, who's going to do my taxes tomorrow. Um, I always make a cake for her. It was something that Grandma got started before she took ill and is no longer with us. Again, this was our second year without her, and my stepdad passed away before her, so this would have been our third year without him. So it's just, the holidays are always rough, and Grandpa went to bed early, so I had plenty of time on my hands. I made peanut butter cookies. I haven't really decided where that home is going to go yet for the peanut butter cookies, but I'll let you know. Um, anyway, I'm trying to poke fun at my dating sites right now because I still have my Valentine's Day gift. I had my hopes set really, really high. I really thought the other day when Grandpa was out on the porch for an inordinate amount of time that he must have been visiting with a young gentleman. And I had heard a loud rumbling outside, so I was pretty sure that he was. And Grandpa said, no, 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 it was just the mail girl. But the mail had already been delivered, so I was thinking it couldn't have been the mail girl. So I had really thought in my heart of hearts that things were going to work in my favor, that this was going to be my year. Didn't work out that way. We were supposed to take Peanut to the vet today. That got bumped to today now, which is the 15th, because yesterday they had a big surgery, and it was just like, okay, whatever. So we got moved, got bumped. If I seem a little bit down in the dumps, it's just because my expectations, you can build something up in your head and you think that's exactly the way it's going to go, and then it doesn't happen that way, so you get let down. And then on top of it, I just got emotional tonight, so I took my emotions out on the decorations. I took everything St. Valentine's Day down. As you can see, there's a scarf around my flag that's St. Patrick's Day. I don't have a little leprechaun or something like a pot of gold or anything to put by the lamp, so sorry, you get to see the blue lamp for a while until I decide to get something St. Patrick's Day. But I have St. Patrick's and Easter in the front room already. Kid you not. I'm making a joke on my POF where I put basically, and it is true though, I am Irish on my mom's side. My grandparents' last name McDowell, Irish. Hello. So anyway, I always I always like to say Irish lass with too much class, just depends on who you ask. So keep that under your hat. um, on a side note, a lot of my messages on POF that I've received, where they message me and we start talking, it looks like it's hopeful, and then I don't realize this has happened to me twice now. The first guy, he was divorced, but that ended up positively that he after our date he realized he had to go back to his ex, and so they got remarried and they had baby number 6. Congratulations, happy for you. However, one recently didn't tell me, and his status was, that I think it was something undecided or something, but you couldn't see his marital status. Well, he was separated. He goes, but after talking to you for an hour, you drove me right back to my wife. So I don't know. I just don't know why honesty and loyalty is such a big problem in today's world, but it is. I was given some great relationship advice today by one of my dear friends, and he goes, you know what? When you're least expecting, it will happen for you. He goes, whether it's the man that you want or some other man that you don't even know. He said, all you got to do is go, you know what? You work for me, meaning he's the man, let him be the gentleman, and let him earn the lady's time and attention and relationship, which I think is a really great thing. And after he said that, the way he said it, it makes sense. He goes, so even if you see the guy, say, at a store, he goes, you avoid him. You go down a checkout aisle, let him come to you. And if he doesn't, then that's his loss. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. He goes, you go out of your way too much for, he goes, trying to make everybody else happy. He goes, you need to start making yourself happy. And he says, it starts with you. And I was like, that's true. He goes, Donna, you're worth it. He goes, you are the bombshell. He goes, let those men not forget it. He goes, let them earn you. He goes, it's not worth it unless they earn it. And I said, you know what? You're right. And he goes, too many times you build the guy up to be the guy. And he says, and you sit and you wait and you hope for a miracle and you hope that he just realizes what he lost. He says, but you know what? He's got to realize that on his own before anything else can happen. He says, so maybe if you just take some time out for you, focus on your cooking, focus on your day-to-day at home. He goes, you know what? You'd be surprised what happens. So I'm going to take his advice. I'm not going to be focusing so much on relationships. I know, that's strange, right? Maybe giving you guys advice, even though I'm not in a relationship. But I try to be a good third party. So if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask. It's just, as for me right now, I'm going to be focusing on my goal, which I want to be a mom. And I'm putting my income tax into savings, and I'm hoping very soon to go forth with adoption. And I hope that all of my friends and family support me on this. I mean, look at Sandra Bullock. She's doing it on her own. So there should be no issues out there. She's been hurt. She's had bad relationships. And you know what? She's, I think, got, 2 or 3 kids now? So don't say that a single mom can't do it. And I know she's a movie star and an actress and all that stuff. But if you've been hurt and you've been burned really bad, the best way to do it is adopt. And I honestly believe that I could help and nurture a child. So that's where I'm coming from at this point. The relationships, I'm not taking it too seriously because I have been hurt. I have been burned. And I do think the man needs to earn my attention, my time, and earn my love. And honestly, that's where we're at. So yes, I still have the Valentine's Day gift, but maybe until the man can be a man and not a boy. That's where we're at. I'm probably not going to take anything serious until the man puts effort, time, and dedication, loyalty into a relationship. I'm tired of words on a screen, on a phone. I'm tired of words being spoken and not backed up. It's time for it to happen because I'm worth it. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to take a time out from that. You'll see me still on here. I'll still be doing book reviews, talking your ear off on everything, watching Sammy throw my books in the floor. Love you. I'm going right now.